My best friend slept with my fiancé and blamed me. I used to be one of those people who said, I trust until you give me a reason not to. Naive? Maybe. But that's how I lived. Heart first. My best friend Claudia and I met in college. We clicked instantly. We'd both come from broken families, both had terrible exes, and somewhere in the chaos of early adulthood, we became each other's anchor. She was like a sister to me. We shared everything. Secrets, heartbreaks, hangovers, dreams. When I met Daniel at 26, she was the first person I told. He was sweet, funny, thoughtful, everything I thought I'd been waiting for. When she met him, she smiled and said, "Girl, he's hot. You really hit the jackpot." She laughed when she said it, but later I'd realize that laugh carried something else. At first, everything was perfect. We'd go out together, the three of us. Claudia, Daniel, and me. They got along so well. Almost too well. But I brushed it off. Why wouldn't they get along? She was my best friend. He was the man I thought I'd marry. But then came the small shifts. Daniel became distracted. He was too busy for dates. His phone was always face down. Claudia stopped replying as often, and one day, out of nowhere, she said, "Daniel seems really stressed. Are you giving him enough space?" I remember thinking, why is she defending him? Against me? One Saturday, Daniel canceled dinner with my parents, saying he had an important meeting. Hours later, I checked his location. Not at the office. He was 5 blocks away, at a restaurant we used to go to. I called. No answer. A minute later, Claudia posted a story on Instagram. A cocktail, a candle, a dessert with 2 spoons, no people, no tags. But I recognized the table. It was the same table Daniel and I celebrated our first anniversary at. That night, I didn't sleep. I just kept repeating, no. They wouldn't. They couldn't. But they did. A few days later, Daniel left his phone in the bathroom while he showered. I didn't want to look. I really didn't. But then the screen lit up. "Claudia, are you telling her before the rehearsal dinner or after?" My stomach dropped. I unlocked the phone. And there it was. Months of messages, flirting, secrets, emotional intimacy. They joked about me, called me immature, said I wouldn't understand, talked about keeping their relationship going after the wedding. I confronted Daniel that night. I stood there shaking, phone in hand. His reaction? Not guilt, not regret. Annoyance. He ran his hands through his hair and said, "Were you snooping through my phone?" I could barely breathe. I asked, "Is that seriously all you have to say?" And then he said something I'll never forget. "If you trusted me more, maybe we wouldn't be here." I called Claudia. She picked up and said nothing. I told her I knew everything, that I saw it all. Her response? "What did you expect? You always hogged the spotlight. He wanted me first. You just got in the way." She made me the villain, like I had stolen her relationship. I canceled the wedding, called my parents, deleted every plan, every photo, every playlist. I blocked both of them, and for weeks I cried. Not just for the betrayal, but for how easily they discarded me. But over time, I realized something. They didn't destroy me. They removed themselves from my life. And that was the best thing they could have done. 2 years later, Claudia messaged me. From a burner account. No profile photo. A long message. She said Daniel had cheated on her. Left her for a woman from his office. She said, "I never thought karma would hurt this much." She asked for forgiveness. I didn't respond. Not because I hated her. Not because I was still angry. But because there was nothing left to say. Now I have peace. I travel. I laugh without guilt. I love myself first. Because if someone can betray you, then blame you for it. They never really loved you. Not as a partner, and definitely not as a friend.
If this story hits something deep, if you've ever been betrayed by the 2 people you trusted the most, You're not alone. Subscribe to Storybar for stories that make you feel, because sometimes the truth hurts, but it also sets you free.